Once again, it's a privilege to be welcome into your homes. Today, we are reading from Matthew chapter 6, verse 19 to 23. Jesus said to his disciples, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and decay destroy, and thieves break in and steal. But store up treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor decay destroys, nor thieves break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there also will your heart be. The lamp of the body is the eye. If your eye is sound, your whole body will be filled with light. But if your eye is bad, your whole body will be in darkness. And if the light in you is darkness, how great will the darkness be?" Jesus contrasts two kinds of treasures, treasure on earth and treasures in heaven. He implies that treasures on earth are exposed to all kinds of external forces, such as the actions of the thief. In contrast, treasures in heaven are totally secure. Elsewhere in the Gospels, Jesus speaks of being rich in the sight of God, which is equivalent to storing up treasures in heaven. Jesus is saying that it is not earthly treasures and possessions that make our life secure, but being rich in the sight of God. The one person who was supremely rich in the sight of God was his Son, Jesus Christ. And we are rich in the sight of God to the extent that we are becoming conformed to the image of his Son, in the language of St. Paul. Jesus shows us what being rich in the sight of God looks like. Rather than storing up treasures for himself on earth, he emptied himself in the service of others. He gave himself away for others, and this self-giving reached its completion on the cross. As he hung from the cross, he was supremely poor in the eyes of the world, but supremely rich in the sight of God. Dear friends, insofar as we allow the risen Lord to live out his self-giving love in our lives, we too will be rich in the sight of God, and our lives will be truly secure. Shalom. Peace.